Hello, hello. Can you see my screen? Hello, can you see my screen? Hello, hello. Ugh. You all good? Everyone can hear me? We got everyone in here? Okay, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing? Hope you guys had a good day. I know I had a good day. Yes, Ilya is Stonktions. That's his real name. Call him Ilya from now on. Sean Gee, I see you, bro. Killing the game. Alright, let's get it started. It's already 4 something. What's going on, BV? How you guys doing, Mike, the Nudge? See the same people in here every day. You guys are going to be the successful ones. Anyways, like I said, it's all about the market's just going sideways. Doesn't matter what you see. A lot of volatility intraday. SPY's just going sideways. Today we opened up SPY. Okay, just let me pull up the daily chart real quick. We're just going to go over SPY real quick, the markets, and then we'll go over individual tickers. I'm not going to take any chart requests today. I already have 40 charts open, as you guys see. It's been a wild day. Coleman's here every day. There you go. What kind of red you seeing, Coleman? What the hell? You not following trades or what? We got SPY here. So we opened today on SPY. We opened at 421.67. We closed at 421.98. A full grand total of a 30-cent move today. If you look intraday, you would never guess that we only moved 30 cents. Look at this crazy movement. So as I say every single morning, or Ricky says, I taught you guys to put the pre-market levels up, the pre-market highs and the pre-market lows. If you look at this chart right here, when we opened, we took out pre-market highs and then immediately rejected. That was a red flag for SPY, just SPY. That's what I'm doing, Carlos. You watching or what? I'm not here telling you my life story, bro. I'm going over the technicals. So yeah, we got pre-market high and pre-market low here. And then right off the bat, we broke the pre-market high, came back in. That should have been a red flag just for SPY. And then intraday, we had a new high set that just kept triple topping. So it's called the triple top on SPY. Every time we got up here, it just kept rejecting from the same level, 422.89, 423 level. So again, like I say, these are resistance and supports. They bend, but sometimes they don't break. Meaning, it's not an exact cent number. Sometimes they bend, but they don't break sometimes. So SPY, basically all I wanted to show you on SPY is we went completely sideways. Even with all this volatility, we closed the day only up 30 cents. So there's SPY for you. Obviously with SPY, wait, I'm not going to close it yet. We got QQQ and XLF to watch. I have it set up like this today, whatever. You can see the similarities. Yesterday we caught a big trade on QQQ just based on the relation between QQQ and XLF. I know a bunch of you guys caught that with me. What I mean by that, for all the new people that are here, yesterday, whenever XLF was going down, QQQ was going up, and that kept SPY sideways. So that's what happened when Fed Powell was talking. I noticed financials. QQQ is tech, by the way, and XLF is financials, right? XLF, basically, these are the two biggest holdings of the SPY index. SPY index is an ETF for the best 500 companies in the stock market, which is S&P 500. SPY is just an ETF covering the S&P 500. And then the two largest holdings in the SPY ETF are technology stocks and financial stocks, okay? So I have financials on the bottom here. I have tech on the top here. So yesterday, during Fed Day, everyone was afraid, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I was watching these two charts together, and whenever XLF was dumping, QQQ would go up. Whenever QQQ was dumping, XLF would go up. So during the Fed meeting, we seen the financials spiked straight up. Let's see, I'm not going to find it, but you guys seen it yesterday, I showed you. Financial spiked straight up when Powell was talking, and QQQ dumped. So what did I do? I knew that financials would turn around and QQQ would turn around up. So we took QQQ calls. Everyone nailed those. We got like 100% on those in like half an hour or so. Nailed those. So you just have to watch the relationship. Whenever QQQ is up and XLF is up, SPY will be up. When QQQ is up, XLF is down, SPY will be sideways. When XLF is up and QQQ is down, SPY will be sideways. So you need all the sectors to move together to get that really strong push. And I mean like a strong push, not like grinding up slowly. Move on to Amazon here. Amazon and Shop, as I pointed out yesterday, two of the strongest stocks in the stock market. It was very obvious ever since yesterday. Why was it obvious? The market was taking a dump yesterday, and Amazon barely moved down. Amazon went down 10 points while the whole what is this? Okay, yeah. So yesterday, when the whole stock market was taking a dump, Amazon barely moved down. It just bull flagged. So that told me that Amazon was one of the strongest stocks. Another one of the strongest stocks was Shopify. And obviously you guys seen what I did with Shopify today. Took some Shopify calls yesterday at close and they were over 650% today. So that means $350 turned into $2,500. Every call you took that cost $350, they were over $2,500 today. And I had a ton of them, so it was a good day for me. I showed you guys my P&L earlier. I'm not going to say it again. Don't want people asking me for money. There's nothing to see here on Amazon. So right now we're kind of extended. Obviously it's been like 10 straight days up. But there's not really too much resistance up here. So what we're watching on Amazon next, the next level on Amazon, what I'm watching for is, okay, this level right here. So 34.96 and 3,500 psychological are the two levels we're watching. Today we rejected off 34.97, so we closed underneath this resistance. Next levels we need is 34.96 and then 3,500 for Amazon. That's all you need to watch for resistance. On a pullback, you need to watch these moving averages because there's not too many levels down here. Hold on. What is going on? Yeah. So if Amazon does pull back, which it could, I mean, look at this. It's very overbought. Even on the daily, it's overbought. We were expecting this huge move into Prime Day next week. That's the catalyst. Who's not respecting people? Everyone just relax. Okay, tomorrow is quad witching. Yes, options will expire tomorrow. And that's why there's going to be a lot of volatility tomorrow. There's a lot of contracts expiring, a lot of people in the money, especially with this name right here, AMC. Let's bring this one over here. Why do I have $60 AMC calls? Am I one of those Wall Street bet guys? No, I am not. But we crushed Clove, we crushed all these Wish, we crushed a lot of these meme stock names when they were flying. The only one I held on to was AMC. Why did I hold on to AMC? Because there is over 200,000 options in the money expiring tomorrow. And if what they say is true, what hedge funds are doing is, say there's 100, just for example, say there's only 100 shares of AMC out there in the market to buy. What hedge funds are doing, they're making these things called synthetic shares. Again, Tristan Guap made a YouTube video on this AMC, so I highly suggest you go watch it and understand what a gamma squeeze is. Because tomorrow, when those people's options expire in the money, the market maker is going to have to find those shares from somewhere to give them, because a lot of the shares that are out on the market right now, they don't even exist. So Amazon, I told you 3,500, 34.96, 3,500 resistance. AMC, I feel like there's going to be some fireworks tomorrow. Let's see. Hedge funds can do stuff. They have more money than Wall Street bets, right? So if they close AMC below $60 tomorrow, I think a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money. If they close it above $60 tomorrow, I think it could squeeze a lot. So levels on AMC I'm watching, just in case we do get that gamma squeeze. It could go insane. Like, it could be something you've never seen before. I'm not saying put your whole account in there. I'm not even saying chase it from here. But the levels we're watching for in AMC tomorrow, if we do get the gamma squeeze that I expect, we should go over 65. And the next level is 72.62 all-time highs. So watch those levels tomorrow. 65 and 72.62 if we get the gamma squeeze. If we don't get the gamma squeeze, then your options are garbage. They're just throw them in the garbage. There's no point keeping them. Palantir, it's just teasing us with that 25.50 level. Post-market, you see it's at 25.47. Why do I keep saying 25.50? I've said it for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's because there's a lot of supply to chew up in this range right here. Between 23.50 and 25.50, there's a bunch of orders. There's a lot of volume. So you see this yellow bar at the end for the new people here. This is a visible range. This is a volume shelves. That means there's a lot of orders in this area. That means there's a lot of people selling, a lot of people stop losses, short stop losses. So as soon as we pass over this 25.50 level, I think it squeezes because there's a lot of shorts with their stop losses above this. So after 25.50, I got 27.50 and then a gap up to 30 bucks. And I am loaded in equity for all the new people here. I have a ton of equity from down here. And it's my second biggest equity position right now after SE, which is a stock right here. Might as well do this one. This is my all-time favorite stock. I'm giving you guys some free favorite stocks here. I've been calling out this SE for like since I've known all these people in premium chat. I think my average is a little below $200 right now. I started buying it at 100 bucks or 60 bucks. I started buying, and then I sold it at 100. Then I started buying back at 120, and now I've just been averaging up the whole way. Look into this company, SE. It's going to be one of the biggest companies in the stock market, in my opinion. This is easily a $500 stock within 2 years. Again, it's just my opinion. I could be wrong. You can ask people in the group how often I'm wrong though. And we closed today at all-time highs. So I mean, what else do you want from SE? All-time. If you just zoom out, look at this chart, just straight up. And now we're back at all-time highs, and I do expect it to keep going. We got Tesla 620s paid us today. Why did I take Tesla yesterday? Look at this beautiful wedge that we drew out. I actually seen this wedge from G. Dougal. He's one of our members. He got way better at charting, and he sent me this wedge on the daily. I wasn't watching. I don't even like trading Tesla. We have a professional Tesla trader in the group. I'll just trade with him. But yeah, it's a beautiful wedge. Very clear support, very clear resistance. Yesterday we grabbed off this support here. We grabbed 620 calls. Sold them today for like 90 and 95%. And we're above this big volume shelf here. So there's thin air on Tesla. Could be a quick move all the way up to 668. So all you have to watch for in Tesla, continuation through the wedge to 668, which is a $60 move from here. We got NEO. This is what I wanted to show you guys on NEO. Remember this broadening wedge that I was talking about yesterday? So if you go to the weekly, you have this beautiful falling wedge. We got the breakout, and then it just kept going straight up. For the last 5 weeks straight, it's been straight up. Everyone thinking, oh, is it done yet? Does it need to consolidate yet? Consolidation's done. Look, it consolidated 2 days and went right back into our pattern. Very clear support here. Very clear resistance here. So right now, I think NEO has a date with 50 bucks coming up. It wants to go straight to $50. And just look at this pattern. Like, it's very clear to see the breakout, right? So just wait. If you're still in NEO with me, I did sell some today just because of the quad witching. Tomorrow is going to be choppy. But I'm still holding a majority of my July $50 calls, and I do believe we're going to get paid a lot on them. A lot of good news around NEO, a lot of buying, a lot of flow. Alibaba. Another gem that I'm going to go over here is Alibaba. I think in 1 year's time, 12 months, I think anyone that didn't buy Alibaba down here is going to regret it. Just my opinion. I could be wrong. But this company, if you look into the fundamentals on it, it's worth way more than what it's sitting at right now. So I'm just going to do some levels here. So what's going on with Alibaba? So it looks like right now we put in a daily higher low. We're in a downtrend. Obviously, we're below all the moving averages. The next move on Baba I want to see it get above the moving averages. This red line and this orange line right here are the 8 and 21 day moving averages. They're at 212 and 214. I want to see a move over those moving averages, and the next level after that is 223. Must hold level for Baba for me is this low right here, which is 204.39. I don't think we'll ever see 204.39 ever again in our lifetimes. Just my opinion. Again, play it at your own risk, do your own research, go into the fundamentals, but Baba is a monster company and it's worth a lot more than 210 bucks. So looking for Chinese names to reverse. A lot of the Chinese names are all going down together. I think Biden's a little can't say that word, but I think Biden's not as manly as Trump, so I think he will take back that law about the Chinese companies or whatever. And yeah, you just see all the PDD just bottoming out here. You got Baidu just bottoming out. These are all Chinese stocks. They all look like shit, but when they do go, they really go. So keep an eye on the Chinese stocks. We got Shopify, my favorite name of the day. Took these calls yesterday. Why did I take them? I told you guys Shop and Amazon were the only ones that held up yesterday during that whole Fed mess. Shop and Amazon held up the best, I should say. And look at it. It's just up 6% today. It moved from 1350 to 1460, 110 points in one day. And right now, I told you guys shop. If you even go in the group and type in shop has a date with, what did I say? That same day I said shop has a date with 1500 coming. And look at it, it's straight up for 7 straight days. I made 600% in like 6 hours. I mean, what do you got to complain about, right? Right now, it is a little bit overbought. So you go back in history, you see every time it's been overbought on the RSI, it needed to cool off. So right now, that's why I sold the majority of my calls today, just because the daily is overbought. Obviously, it can still keep going like this right here. It got all the way up to 81 on the RSI, 82 on the RSI. Today it's at 77, so it could follow through a little bit more, but it's due for some consolidation. Like, it's too far away from the moving averages. Where are they? Hold on. Yeah, it's just too far away from the 8-day and 21-day for me to start a position here. But I'm still holding a couple of calls. Just in case we get a little bit more follow through, then I will roll them over. And look at this volume that's coming in. Just more and more volume every single day. Love to see it. Beautiful breakout. Everything looks fine. Facebook. Look at this. Facebook is a beautiful chart too. We had this weekly range drawn out a couple months ago. I showed you guys in a bunch of charting sessions. Look at this big bull flag on the weekly. We finally got the breakout, and then it was just bull flag, up, bull flag, up, bull flag, up. And now we are getting a little bit extended. Let's see actually if we're going back to the daily. Yeah, it doesn't even look bad. The RSI is fine here. We're flagging out. The moving averages are catching up. So keep an eye on Facebook. The level I want to see hold break on Facebook is, I would buy Facebook through 338. I would buy Facebook, and if it goes below 325, 328.50, these are the two levels that I would be watching on Facebook. Over 328 I'll buy, and under 320, $10 range basically. Just watch this range. If it breaks below, I'm not even interested in it anymore. If it breaks above 337.69, I will buy Facebook and I'll load it. Lululemon, we called this one out earlier in the day because Motley Fool announced that their favorite pick right now is Lululemon, and as you see here, like, it's just been sideways for a long time. This is almost an Amazon type setup. So Lululemon's been sideways since June of last year. So it's been exactly a full year where Lululemon has done nothing. It's been up, down, up, down, up, down. And usually when you get these kinds of bases, you get an explosive breakout. So today, Motley Fool announced it. Let's see if they can go. I don't really see any levels on the weekly to watch here. It's too choppy for me to take like a long-term position in it, but like playing momentum is fine on these types of names. What do I mean by that? Look at this Amazon, a year-long base. Doesn't that look like a similar chart? Looks like a very similar chart, but the thing with Amazon is it gave us that clear resistance break right here, which is not what I'm seeing on Lululemon. So you see this clear consolidation and then it just ripped straight. That's what we want to see. On Lululemon, we didn't really get that. I mean, you got it back here, but that was a long time ago and we were playing Amazon at the time. So Lululemon, keep an eye on it. There's no clear entry right now. If it does flag out and consolidate for a little bit and let the moving averages catch up, I'll be much more interested in buying Lululemon. CMLF finally got one little pop. I told you guys right away. You guys were asking me. I bought these calls for July, by the way. I bought CMLF for July. I called them out in the group. And you guys have been asking me every single day, are you averaging down on CMLF? Did you sell a CMLF? Are you tired of CMLF? This, that, blah, blah, blah. I said when it goes, it will go. And today it had a 9% day. At one point today it was up 10%. It rejected right off that resistance that I was talking about. But we do have another month. Like, I don't know why you guys worry so much. Just relax, chill, breathe, look at other stocks, do something else. And look, there's a very clear resistance at 1335, and there's a very clear support at 1167. So it's right in the range for now. Look at the volume. So if we get another big volume day like this tomorrow, this one's going to rip right through 1335. I have no doubt in my mind. And again, through 1335, we got 1468 resistance up here. And then 1692. So 1468 and $17 are the next resistances for CMLF. If you actually do research, you can go on my Twitter. I have a thread on this. Tanuj actually did all the research for me. And just look at the thread. Like, you'll be as excited for this company as I am. And today was the first day we closed above the 50-day moving average. This blue line here. So that's super, super bullish. Okay, let's see if we can get follow through tomorrow. Fubu, I took some lottos at the end of the day. I seen a lot of volume in the $31 lotto calls, so I took some. You see the end of the day, nice little volume spike there. Chart looks fine. What I'm watching for is this daily right here. Let's see if we can get a little more clear on the 4 hour. Yeah, so 4 hour, you just see it's just flagging out. We had this huge move from the lows. The low of this was 1466. We ran straight up all the way to $31. So we doubled the stock price on Fubu, and now we're just consolidating. We're holding that 21-day moving average, and tomorrow if we open above this resistance right here, we should go flying. Next levels on this don't really matter because it's a lotto. We're not going to get to these next targets unless something crazy happens. That means we're going to hit another 1,000%er tomorrow. 34.35 is the next resistance on this one if we break out of this flag with some volume. It looks great. If we get a gap up tomorrow, these lottos are going to be at least a double. Upwork. So what I did was, if you guys know the stock market, one of my favorite stocks is a stock called Fiverr. Fiverr is one of the strongest companies in my opinion, and look what it did today. It went up 6% today, right? And it's like a flag, so it went up 6% from its flag. If you know what Upwork does, UPWK is basically the smaller sister of Fiverr, and it hasn't made that move yet. So it has the same kind of flag going, and today it was only up 0.68%. That's why I took July. I gave myself a little bit of time. This company is actually really, really good if you look into it. It's very unique. We got a resistance at $50, and then the next resistance just the top of these wicks here. So the resistance is between $50 and $52. If we clear that zone right here, we could go all the way to all-time highs, which is $64. So just keep an eye on this one. Looks fine for now. We're up on our calls already. We still have a month, and that's about it. So yeah, I've told you guys before, in stocks, a lot of the time it's about who you know, not what you know. And I know a lot of stock traders. I've been doing this a long time. And I was telling you, I was talking to my hedge fund friend, and he was telling me something about bond yields. I have to study bond yields more. I'm not a big macro guy. I'm more of a momentum trader and options trader. But I do understand a lot of macro. And what he was saying is bonds, the yield curve is actually steepening. So what that means is how they play it. These guys, they don't even play individual stocks. What they watch for is the bond curve, like the 1 year and 10 year, I believe. And the way that it flattens out or steepens is the way they can decide what's going to happen in the stock market next. And like you guys know, for the last month, I've been telling you, NASDAQ got one more melt up. We're going to fly for a little bit longer. And then the market's going to completely dump. And no one will see it coming. No one will know what happened, right? So that's what I was talking to him about today. He was telling me that we have one last melt up. The bond market is showing him that the fiscal policy change from the Fed, the bond market will show that the Fed is going to become hawkish before the stock market does. So basically, the bond market will tell you when they're going to raise rates before the Fed even says anything. So that's what he's telling me. Even though I've been saying for the last month, I've been saying exactly what he says. It's impossible to time it. So right now, just ride the wave. Ride the uptrend. Trend is your friend. Don't play counter trend. It's very, very hard to play counter trend. Even very, very good traders screw up their accounts by playing counter trend. So if the market is bullish, which I'm telling you it is, I am bullish. For the rest of June, I'm bullish. So when the stock market is bullish, play it bullish, okay? And don't try to be a bear. Don't try to play puts on all-time highs. And sometimes you might get lucky, but you know what I mean? Like over the long run, you will never be successful playing counter trend. All right, thank you guys for attending. I hope you guys enjoyed the free session in my stock life. And I will see the premium members tomorrow.